Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and this is the quick update for the situation along the Oskil Fronts. So the Oskil Fronts includes the Kupyansk, Stratove, as well as Crimea Front. So yeah, Crimea Front. So we're going to start. We're going to go from the Kupyansk Front region, and in the Kupyansk Front region, the Russian forces are very busy. They are attacking in multiple locations in Sinkivka, Petropalivka, Zagoryokivka, or Timkovka region. This one is a Novoselivka. Stepova Novoselivka. This is Tabaivka, as well as this is at east of Pishani. So the Russian forces are basically launching attack across the entire of Kupyansk front. Very, very serious situation around here. And even with the geolocations, we seems to see a lot of attacks across all the different front line. We have at Petropalivka, there's a airstrike, a fat bomb, artillery shelling. There's a Ukrainian attack. There was a Ukrainian equipment getting destroyed over a just near the highway. There's drones attack, Ukrainian mortars west of Beshani, also drone attack on mortars. So the Russian forces are really attacking everywhere. So it's getting a bit serious around here. There is some frontline change, as per the reported in the frontline changes report, with the Russian forces, according to the Russian reports, advancing towards Petropalivka. So this is not acknowledged by the Ukrainians yet. However, geolocations also do suggest that the Ukrainian mapping seems to be more accurate in this case, which is pretty normal, as per we always have seen. So, which means that this frontline claim, of course, take it with a pinch of salt, because the Ukrainians mapping tend to be more accurate. Russian mappings are accurate at times, or many of the times. It's just that sometimes the claims are very, how to say, they are too excited about the claims. They haven't really secured the ground. It was just an attack, and then they claim it, and then they lost it later. So that could also be the case. So that is the current situation. Petropalivka, if fighting goes into Petropalivka, it's going to be rather serious. So Petropalivka is this octopus around here. This is Petropalivka, and if the Russians start to attack into Petropalivka, it will start to endanger the Ukrainian highway towards the other of the fronts, and towards this area here, to the front line. And if the Russians besiege this area here, most of the front line over on the most of this front line, or this most of this front line is going to be in danger, because of the highway will be in danger, because the fighting, if it's going to be here, the highway is going to be cut. So it's going to be a rather serious situation, and then the Ukrainians will have to go one big round to resupply their troops, which is clearly not a very viable thing to do. So we shall see how this develop around at the Kupyansk front. We shall see. We shall see whether this can be corroborated. Over the Stratove front, also things is getting a bit hot around here. Russian forces are attacking at Stemakivka, Andrievka, and at the Drizerene. So I don't know how to pronounce that. So around this area here, and there is some major frontline changes. As mentioned in the frontline changes report, Russian forces claim to have went a lot around Stemakivka, and the Russian mapping also disclaimed a lot of this front line around Andrievka. So that is some update around the area. Moving south, we have over the Crimea front, Russian forces attack in the area of Makievka, Terny. Ukrainians are reportedly attacking at Terny as well. Russians attack Toske and Dibrova. So this is quite significant. The front lines around Terny and Toske is getting a bit more nuance. We can see a bit more clearer details in terms of where the front line are, as the Ukrainians counterattack around Terny and managed to capture more grounds, as well as Yampolivka and over in the area of Zarishny Toske. Ukrainian forces seems to have a much more advanced position than previously understood. So the Ukrainians are gaining grounds around this Crimea front. So it's pretty lot of grounds. There's quite a lot of grounds, but these are difficult to fight places, because the Russians have already held the Ukrainians here for a long time. So we shall see how this develops around this area here. So these are the there's also fighting in Diprova, if I didn't mention it already. So this is the situation over at the Oskil Fronts, and as you can see, a lot of these attacks is concentrated over at the Kupyansk Front. Some around the Svatove, Stemakivka region and south of it, and then there is all these clashes over in this Kremna front where the Ukrainians are making some progress around here. So this is the current strategic situation over at the Oskil front, and there's I think I missed this two geolocation. These are all airstrikes around the Chinese China region. So yeah, that's about it. So this is the situation at the Oskil front, and I'll see you guys in the next update.